Wait till we get to the predictions, because oh Lord, my nerves are bad. It's just, oof. Okay. Oh, I guess I can turn this music off. My bad. All right. Hi. Hi. Anyone out there watching or is going to watch? Welcome to Euphoria chat. I'm going to be like the YouTubers. Feel free to hit the bell at the bottom to subscribe to my
Like and
page.
subscribe.
Follow myself or Khris. I'll have the ticker going across the bottom of it at near the end of our chat where you can follow us if you like. So maybe I'll tweet it out and then we'll get started.
Sure. Oh, I can
Um
put it on Facebook too. I just put it on Twitter.
I just hate to share it because those bots just be popping out of everywhere.
Oh, true.
I mean, I'm gonna do it, but I'm saying it's just I always get hit with them every single time.
Right. No.
Then like someone's live. Let me go write
Right.
something
Let me
racist on
let
their
me
page.
go harass them.
Okay, share, tweet.
This is episode 6 and 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hella tapping and shit.
Okay. Alrighty, so we are here to talk about what we just said, episode 6 and 7, and OMG.
OMG is
Like,
right.
like I every week I say the same, or every other week I say the same thing. Like, what is happening? Like, what? It's too much. It's too much.
I, every week, I just don't know how they're gonna take something away from me, like my innocence, like my sleep. Like, there's always something like where like I just feel like so like something's missing for me after I watch the episode. And it's not like in a bad way, but it's like, damn, like I'll never be the same.
I really felt like I needed to call and start booking my therapy sessions again because I like none of the stuff that these kids are going through I have personally went through, but because I've been watching this, I feel like I need to like find a way to decompress my feelings
Right. I
because
need to
they
talk to
all
somebody
need
about this.
right. They need therapy themselves, and I feel like I need therapy with them. So,
Really.
do you want to start us off this time?
We're gonna just hop into episode 6.
6. Yeah, 6.
Okay, so I don't know if you've been noticing the titles of the episodes, but it's been kind of like they've just been really interesting.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hi, Boo. Okay, so here we go. Listen, okay. Last week we are basically the aftermath of Cal like pissing on the floor and changing his life forever, right? So this is basically like the next morning.
It has to be
First
because the key
question.
is still there.
That bitch, I was just gonna say,
like,
don't tell. Like, first of all, y'all just went to bed. Like, y'all didn't go like throw no towels down. Like, y'all could have threw the towels over the balcony and just let it soak up overnight. Like anything. Like, it was a very still active puddle in the middle of the.
And then they were still up with it, walking all
That's
over
what I'm
it.
saying. Like, fucking your boy just stepped over this shit. Like, what the fuck?
It was so gross.
And on talking, just keeping in with their family for a second, they were the mom is just day drinking, like cheers, you know what I'm saying? Like, so she's in the kitchen singing In Vogue. She is just trying to do anything besides think about
Cal.
what the fuck just happened to her house last night.
Right.
Not even just her husband, like the shit he said to her kids, like the, you know what I'm saying? Like the way that he, I mean, it's not that he was super disrespectful to her, but like he said some things to her that like I'm sure she didn't really feel like hearing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so just a lot of that. So she's deciding that she's gonna drink it out and hash it out. Her and Nate are having like these like weird little like heart to heart like drink together sessions, and so remember how I tweeted how like the what we saw in episode 7 doesn't really seem too far off just by the way the difference in the way that the sons were treated.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like the things that the mom was alluding to in the conversations, like what went wrong all of a sudden. Like,
Right.
and to me, those are all indications of somebody that was probably sexually, like, you know what I'm saying, like assaulted or whatever,
Molested.
molested. That's the word. And I'm pretty sure it was by his dad. I think that that might have a lot to do with why. Don't you think, Nate? Like, besides the fact that you're finding videos of like your dad like having like explicit sex
Like
with like
rough, violent sex.
with people that you go to school with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or people that you don't go to school with, regardless. But like, what that's not enough for what Nate feels for his dad. Like, to me, that doesn't sum it all up. If that makes sense.
Right. No, yeah.
Even if we're talking about Jules, Nate liking Jules and then finding the tape of his dad fucking her.
That
Like,
didn't.
regardless, that to the extent where they like really don't fuck with each other, it's so much deeper than that. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that these 2 episodes really dived into it, and I think that you caught it if you were looking to catch it. And I think that I guess it went over your head if somehow it went over your
Right.
head.
I was thinking because and of course we'll get into episode 7, so I won't like fully go into it. But when
Mm-hmm.
she was talking to him, like how he was so sweet when he was a kid, he used to bring them breakfast, he used to kiss the mom
Yeah.
and dad good night, and
Well,
then something
she
happened.
said never kiss the dad.
No, no,
She
no.
did say that.
Yeah, you're right. He just would say goodnight to them or give
Right.
her a kiss or whatever. But
Yeah.
she was saying like you were so sweet and everything was good, and then something happened. I don't know. Did she say 8 years old, or she just said something happened
8 or
that
not.
changed?
Some it was no.
I thought she said
I
8.
think she said a time. Yeah, I think she said
I think she said
a
8.
age.
She was like something happened. You just changed. You became like this angry, pretty much like evil person. Like he was just so
Mm-hmm.
unhappy and so like violent and everything like that because they got into
Right.
how he choked up Maddie in
Right.
season 1 and he didn't end up getting pressing charges, but she was like he started yelling at her and she was like, whoa, see, like this is what I'm talking about. Like you get mad at
Exactly.
me and I'm telling you you have a temper. So I kind of thought maybe something did happen to him. I wasn't thinking Cal necessarily. I was thinking maybe he knew about it and he just didn't protect Nate and that's why Nate doesn't mess with him. Like he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
like being around him. But I mean, of course we'll get into further into it later, but that's what I was thinking initially. Like something happened obviously. And if they don't like each other's either he saw something or his friend, one of his friends, Cal's friends maybe did
Something.
whatever and he didn't protect him, so now Nate doesn't like him. He's mad at him because maybe Nate was going to threaten to tell. I don't know, but it was quick, but it was like you said, if you caught it, you caught it.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole story was heavy. It was like, wait,
Right.
that's crazy.
I think that we're supposed to highlight the mothers and their states of being in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so to go even deeper into that, we actually start the episode with Rue having the hardest time
Mm,
opening up a Jolly Rancher.
right.
She is snotting, which is fucking disgusting. She is shaking. She's like mini convulsions. Like she's really going through it. And this is obviously to show that she's been in the house. We've been able to keep her here. She's not doing drugs. She's purging out that shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's what they all go through, right?
Yeah.
So we're watching her do that, and we're kind of just Leslie is tired, my nigga. It's in the way that she's carrying her like she's holding or hanging her shoulders. It's in
Mm-hmm.
the way it like she's just tired. And I think somebody in season or Ali said in episode 5 I think that you need to start focusing on
That
what's
was
her
this
sister's name?
episode. That was this episode.
Oh shit, because he came over.
Yeah, he came
Yes.
over.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, sorry.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so yeah, so boom. So she's super struggling, but she's clean, as far as we understand and know, right?
hmm
Ali comes over and makes her dinner, or makes a family dinner. What's the sister's name? Well, I can't think of her name all the
Gia.
time.
Gia.
Gia, of course, because she be, yeah. Okay, so Gia, because she always be like saying Gia. Anyway, but so Gia is helping Ali make dinner. They're kind of talking. Ali's just kind of basically talking to Gia to kind of figure out what she needs. And that's where he kind of determines, like, okay, we over here chasing this bitch that clearly want to be a crackhead.
Right.
Like, when you have a kid that's like suffering right here because of the things that your other daughter's doing, because of the person that has changed you into because of how Rue is acting. Like, so there's somebody right here that you can help. There's only so much we can do for Rue. They tried to call. Remember, she was supposed to be going to rehab. Rehab is not taking her. I don't know if
Right.
it's because she's been there too many times. I don't really know how that
Mm.
works. But
Yeah.
they weren't fucking with her.
Right.
So it was kind of like, you've exhausted all options with her. So it's either she's gonna decide, she's gonna choose to live for herself, or she's gonna die.
Right.
And you have to decide what you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, who you're going to exhaust the rest of your energy into, basically, is what he was
Right.
saying.
Right.
I like Ali because he's like super, like, he don't really care how what he says comes off to Rue. Like, he says it
Right.
because it's real, and he doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she be
Mm.
smirking and shit, but like, her feelings be hurt, but they need to be hurt sometimes. Like,
Right. I think I thought it was cute, that whole little dynamic, because of course Rue calls to apologize because she had made some really bad comments to him a few episodes ago. Of course, he accepts it and
and
comes
he
over because
said,
he
"I am
knows
not fucking
this.
with you."
Right. So when he comes over and they have that getting ready for dinner, he's spending time with Gia. It's kind of cute to see like the family, like Rue's not on drugs and she's like, she's come down off the withdrawals now. So she's being her normal self. They're joking around. The mom seems
Mm-hmm.
happy in the moment. Gia seems happy in the moment. And like he kicks them out of the kitchen. That's what I thought was cute, because he told Rue, you can't be in here because you've been throwing up and stuff, and I don't need you in here messing up my food. And he kicks her out of the kitchen. Then he kicks the mom out too. Like,
Right.
nope, you're cleaning it up. I need you to get out
Right.
too. And so they both start laughing, and I thought that was cute. But then, yes, how he spends time with Gia because nobody gives her attention. So at first she was kind of like not really wanting to
Nobody
talk
ever
too
spends
much to
time with
him.
Gia.
Yeah. And to see her open up was pretty, I thought that was dope. And for him to like notice that, because even when you're watching the show, like it dawned on me. I'm like, well, she lost her dad too. Like, no one's thinking about what she's going through. You know, she did,
Mm-hmm.
I think she was doing
She's
weed a
been
little bit
suffering just as
last
much
season.
as Rue.
Yeah. But I thought that was
Yeah.
a good part of the show.
Yeah. I think we're off again.
Are we?
But
Okay.
okay, so let's see. Who else? Who else? Who else? Um
Lexi and Fez.
Maddie and Cassie, we go back. Oh, okay, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
So we have a little delay, guys. Sorry. But yes, Lexi and Fez are now like kicking it. They she goes, I think he's at her house. No, she's at his house, maybe. They watch Stand By Me, they cry together. They're holding hands. It's a cute little thing
Mm-hmm.
because you don't expect like
Oh yeah, I think
Fez,
she's
the
at his
drug
house
dealer.
because the way she
Yeah,
exits. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's at his house.
right. But I think it's cute how they kind of like hold hands and he's the drug dealer, she's like the nerdy girl. So that was cute to see. Like them almost like kind of just kicking it. He likes her.
And they're really not that different. Like, they're pretty similar. And I think that that's what we see in these scenes of them and their budding relationship or friendship or whatever the case is, that they are not that different.
Right. What else is next? Go ahead with Maddie and Cassie. She'll hear me eventually.
I hear you right now.
Oh, good. You caught up.
Yeah.
Okay. Maddie and
Okay.
Cassie.
Uh. All right. So Maddie is talking on the phone to Kat, right? And she's basically
Mm.
just airing her grievances out and like basically like how, basically what we've all been fucking saying, guys. The same thing that we've been saying every fucking week, watching Cassie fucking Jade roll her fucking face to death and fucking coffee scrub her legs to death. Like we've all been
Wait, did
saying
you
the same
say
thing.
did you say J
What?
Ro? What did you say?
Yes, with the little jade roller and shit. She was rubbing the shit out of her fucking forehead and shit. Like,
She was
bitch.
like,
Bitch, we've seen it all, is the point I'm saying. We've seen the lengths that she's going right here. Like, she's doing the fucking
right.
most, and that's basically what Maddie said. Like, what kind of
Mhm.
fucking friend is this? And Kat, did that conversation make you feel like Kat never really liked Cassie?
Well, Kat is Maddie's best friend or
Best
friend.
friend.
She really
Right.
wasn't. I mean, she's only friends with Cassie by association, so she's probably like, "Yeah,
Right.
girl, like, let's get
Fuck
rid of
her.
her." Right? I mean, she's gonna ride with Maddie, so if she did Maddie wrong, yeah.
Right. And Cassie, while Maddie is airing her grievances out over the phone with her best friend Kat, Cassie is spending the entire fucking episode basically like unraveling. Like
Girl,
she's called this nigga Nate 50 11 times. He has not answered. Okay. He now and okay. She is fucking just blowing his phone up. He not answering. She losing her shit. She getting an attitude with people. She fucking just losing her fucking shit. Like I don't know how else to explain it. How else
can
would you
we
explain how she acted in this episode?
can we talk about how she tried to end her life with a cork off of a wine bottle opener?
What does that even mean? How? How did
And
she? I
she's
don't
in the
understand
kitchen
what she was trying to
screaming.
do.
She was trying to slit her wrist. It just was. It's a cork. I mean, a corkscrew. Like, I mean, her mom was right to like get all the knives out of the house because she told Lexi go bury
Because she
those
definitely
knives
was about to
outside the
do it.
backyard.
And
Yeah,
Lacey didn't
because the
believe
girls
her, but
clearly.
she tried to fucking kill herself. She begging her mama to know that she a good friend. Like, bitch, you not a good friend. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Like, it's not like, look, we're not gonna side with you, bitch. Just feel how you feel and move how you're gonna move, because we're not gonna fucking side with you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, that's the only reason y'all really know Nate is because of fucking Maddie. So it doesn't matter how long they weren't together. It doesn't matter that you didn't know they were talking to each other. Nate is a fucking scumball, and you fucking love him so hard. And that she not your friend, obviously. And I don't know.
Right.
I'm just so tired of Cassie. Episode
Yeah, because
7 though.
girl, she keeps talking about how like they were broken up, but I mean that is your best friend's boyfriend.
That's
Like
your
I don't
best
care,
friend's boyfriend.
or ex-boyfriend or whatever, but it's like that it doesn't like you don't that's off limits. Everybody knows that. That's girl code. You do
And
not mess with your best friend's man, unless it's like elementary love or something like that, like a long time ago. You don't do that. And she's really, like you were saying, pleading the Lexi, and Lexi just looking at her like, let me write this
Lexi
down.
writing her
Cause
fucking screenplay. She ain't got time for this. She like, she's like, the bitch stormed into the room. She is writing her fucking screenplay. She don't have time to be a part of this for real.
girl, give that girl an Emmy because she knows how to play distraught so well. Like she
Cause
and the
she,
award
I'm
goes
starting
to
to believe, this bitch really love Nate. Like, damn, like, like, good God, like, oh my God.
um
So
go
that's
ahead.
basically Cassie during the whole episode.
Right. Now.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say before we're not going to 7 yet, right? Because there's one more
No,
part.
no, no, no.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, you want go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you want me to talk about it? Okay.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So
I didn't
let
know
me
where
see.
you were
We talked
going.
about So we're talking about Nate now, right? Nate is the other part you're talking about. Okay.
Yes.
So, like I said, Nate and his mom are day drinking and shit and having a good time or whatever. And his mother kind of probes into like what happened, everything changed. He gets kind of like defensive, like nothing. I just hate that nigga. Like, but we all know things don't really work like that. This okay, so Cassie's been fucking calling Nate this whole time. He doesn't really give a fuck about that. The part that bothered him was the fact that Maddie never called. So we all know that Maddie has the fucking tape of his dad and his boo. Fucking.
His boo, not his boo.
You know he love her.
Who, Nate? Nate or Cal?
Nate.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And got her. Wait, what's her name? Why I can't think of
Jules.
her name now? Jules. Oh, Jewel. So you got Jewel on the camera
Jewel.
with Cal.
Okay,
Jewel.
Fizz.
So Jewel on the camera with Cal, and so he's like, okay, boom, she not answering me. It's clear that she really not about to fuck with me no more. There's really nothing I can do to salvage that relationship. I'm going to cut my losses, but first, let me drive over there with a gun and scare the shit out of her and get that tape back.
Girl.
Here.
I this may be wrong. I wanted him to pull that trigger so bad. I just didn't want him to be so close
on
to
himself.
Her face. Yes.
Oh, like it was the fact that he was pretending like he was gonna kill himself on top of her. Like, what kind of fucking monster are you, my nigga? Like, you're a fucking monster.
Scaring this girl to death. You know how like Maddie is. Maddie can hold her own for a while, like a pretty long time. But at this point, she's scared because he has a gun on her. First of all, he's snuck in her room. So he's sitting in a corner like a creep with the gun just pointing at her as she's in her bathroom, changing her clothes, getting ready to go to bed. Walks out. He's there with the gun. And yeah, then he pulls it on her, makes her lay down. He gets on top of her, and now he's playing Russian roulette, acting like he's going to kill himself. Which I was like, just do it. Like, I'm tired. Like, quit playing games and do it if you're going to do it. Like,
if you're going to do it. But here's my thing. I don't know if they did this on purpose to like incite this question, but like, what does Nate think of himself that he feels like he wasn't big enough in his own body to scare her? You could have literally just fucking picked her up and was like, bitch, where the fucking tape at?
Right.
And took it. You could have been in her room and fucking just went through all her shit.
It's clear like what Nate is trouble. Like, you're right. I don't think
he thinks so little of himself that he don't think he would have been able to do it without that extreme, like, you know what I'm saying? Right. That's insane to me because he's a big guy, like up against Maddie.
But she also emasculates him a lot, like the way she was talking to him. He does, but I'm saying like I felt like he couldn't maybe do that against her because she's already so tough against him. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he felt like he needed to go an extra mile because somebody like Maddie, as long as they've been together, is not going to listen to him be like, give me the tape. No, I'm not. Like he choked her up before. Like it's not, I don't think he thought that would do much, but I do get what you're saying. I do get your point.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. He gets the fucking tape and he goes and calls his boo and he calls Jules up and he's like, because we all know he fucking love her. And he just be like, what is all of this? What are we doing here? Like,
oh, Lord. And she will not give him the time of day. You don't
because fuck him.
Right. You do not deserve her.
At all. Okay, so he calls her up. It's pouring raining. She brings a box cutter because she was about to slice this nigga up if he was about to try something funny. I like the energy. But then he's like, hey, I don't want to tell you what I had to do to get this tape, but here go the tape. You can do whatever you want with it. Basically, to me, trying to like put some band-aids on some shit so he can
run away with her for the rest of his life.
Run away with her. I don't know what the fuck he want. Like, I don't know what the fuck he want.
He don't know what he want. Now, do you think, because you said this, I guess our first episode we did together, that maybe he was only trying to get with Maddie to get that tape back. Like he really didn't want her back. He really wants um Cassie, but he had to do that because he was trying to get that disc back from her.
I still feel like that.
Clearly, that's what I'm saying. Clearly, I think that's what this is showing. Like
I
that's
think
all
it
he
was
wanted.
that, and I think it was also to try to low key like dizzy her from figuring out about him and Cassie.
Didn't she?
Like because
Oh, him and Cassie. I was like, well, didn't she watch that?
yeah, like
Okay.
so I mean I think trying to entrap or fucking get back with Maddie was all it wasn't ever sincere. It was always to get that tape back or to basically blind her from the idea that her best friend was fucking around.
Meanwhile, Cassie is losing her mind every single week because she doesn't know what's going on. So
So
yeah.
at the end of this episode, because Cassie she tired of fucking begging her mama to believe her that she's not a bad person, and uh Nate finally calls her, and I'm talking about she pick up on a half a ring. Like, bitch, you don't even know how to like.
Right. Hello, hello.
You don't have no fucking couth, bitch. Like, like, and she was
Right.
like, like, oh my
Like the
god,
cartoon,
yeah,
like
bitch,
juggling the phone. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
yeah, like that's what she was doing. Like, bitch, oh my god, like, you done called this nigga 67 times,
Right,
and
let him
you
leave a
can't say
voicemail. Like,
call him back, bitch. So she pick up on the fourth of a ring, and she like, hello, and he like, hey, bitch, like, basically, like, you might as well just come be with me. Pack a bag, come over to my house. My daddy peed on the floor,
like step over the puddle, but we'll make it up to the bedroom.
My daddy peed on the floor. He ain't coming back, so you should just come through. And of course, your bitch is fucking Kobe Bryant fucking shooting fucking shit into her luggage from across the room, and she is super ready to go. Her mother gives her a look like, bitch, you'll be back,
Right.
basically, and that was it.
Oh, we
Right?
missed Kat breaking up with Ethan very poorly because
Oh my god!
while
Let
Maddie
me
was
tell
talking to
you.
her about Cassie, she's clearly on a
Yes,
date with Ethan, not paying him any attention. Like, I'm mad at Kat for this. Like, why does she have to be this person?
I am so fucking pissed off at her because what the fuck, bitch, get some balls. Like, you so extra to do all this shit on the internet and shit, but you don't know how to fucking break up with the dude. Like, if he's not giving you what he needs to give you, channel that energy that should be given to these niggas on the internet and like tell him like, and then you over here trying to like fake fucking make him break up with, like, making up that you sick and shit, and making
Girl,
up that
she
you
had
sick and
a
shit,
terminal. What did she
a
say she
terminal
had?
disease. But she couldn't tell him what it was because she didn't want him to Google it and judge her and shit. Like, bitch, shut
Oh
the
my
fuck up.
god.
So she lies about having something, and then basically to try to make it look like he was trying to break up with her. It was the most tackiest shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm very not proud of Kat in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
It was just very ugly, and like, because there's no reason to make somebody feel bad unnecessarily. You could have, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you didn't want to like say it to his face, you could have, honestly, in this situation, you could have just said it to him over the phone. And like,
Right. Why did you
because I
invite
mean,
him out?
you already think so little of him. Like, you literally could have put it in a text message. Like, well, like, you
Right.
don't care about his feelings or anything because you wouldn't have done that. Like, and just making like a big fucking scene low key in the fucking restaurant, like he's discriminating against you because you sick or whatever, when really you are too much of a coward to fucking just say what the fuck it is.
And
Like,
then she cries as he walks out. Like, girl, get out of here.
and then go say, well, bye. Like, bitch, he not talking to you.
Right.
You don't have to fucking be
Oh,
no fucking salutation, bitch. Like, get out of here.
I'm so not happy
I
with Kat.
cannot. I'm very
Um,
disappointed in her.
yeah, so that
That's it. That's
that was
episode
it.
6,
That was 6.
basically,
Um,
right?
yep. It did end with what you mentioned earlier, Leslie crying. Gia and Rue were, I was assuming, I
Oh
thought
yeah,
it was looking like Rue was going to rehab the next day because
we thought that
Gia
she
had gotten
was.
bed. Oh, okay. She wanted to sleep,
we
spend the
assumed that
night
she
with her.
was.
Yeah.
Right. Because Leslie, I mean, we've been through this before, you know what I'm saying? Rue comes home, we call the fucking hospital, we take her up in the morning. Like this is the routine. So there was nothing that it was just
was any
another
different.
Exactly. So that's why Leslie was so devastated because she's like, she hadn't planned for anything else. Like the only plan was to get Rue safe and to get her out of there. Like, and
And she just kept saying that she's going to kill herself. Like if my daughter doesn't get help, she is going to kill herself. You do not understand. You need to get her in there. Meanwhile, the girls are in their sleep. So it goes off with her just crying. Yeah.
Because they're not going to let her come.
Right.
And so now it's like, well, how long can I keep Rue in the house?
Right. Probably not very long, but I guess time will tell.
I don't know. Lexi got a play that's making niggas riveting.
Girl,
so maybe she'll she'll stick around for that at least.
When she started clapping, once we'll get to it, but when she started clapping at that football scene, Rue was like, oh yes, I have to clap.
Yo, Rue's fucking like side eyes at everybody while everything was happening. Like, are you guys seeing this? Like, right.
Oh man, let me tell you something about Lexi. Lexi is a G. Lexi ain't trying to hide nobody's, like, maybe they won't guess. They know exactly who they are. She did not hide anything. She's telling real stories. The people that know. Like maybe a lot of the students, maybe some of the students don't know.
To protect the innocent.
Barely. They can see it in the makeup. They know who these people are.
Yeah. You're right.
Where should we start with this play?
Okay, so something interesting about the way that they shot this episode before we actually get into it. And I love, like, I watch a lot of stuff because I like cinematography and I like how things look visually and how they like intertwine stories. Like that shit is super interesting to me.
Yes, it was.
So listen, we're gonna get into it, but I'm trying to figure out what extracurriculars got shut down this year so Lexi could get all of those.
Where was the budget? Yes.
Jesus Christ. It's a private donor,
like
they had a fucking spinning set. Like, nigga, what? Nigga, how much this cost, Lexi? Like, and where
people
can I get the
falling
DVD?
From the sky and just everything? Like, what?
Listen, but the way that they shot this episode is we're getting current day, right? The spinning stage is what I'm saying, Jeremy. I know they don't have a basketball team no more. Like, they can't because they have to pay for the fucking spinning.
Everything is canceled. Oklahoma basketball, like everything's canceled.
Oklahoma's canceled. It's done. Like, everything is gone. Like this, I feel like the crew from Oklahoma had to sign over their fucking acting rights just to like. Listen, Lexi, bravo, Lexi. But anyway, the way they shot this is we're getting current day stuff, so kind of like the continuation of things from episode 6, but we're also getting like reenactment slash flashbacks of things that we have experienced with them before, but now maybe we're seeing it from somebody else's view, Lexi's view, basically. That's essentially what we're looking at. Is we're looking at, because remember how Lexi is describing and saying that a lot of her fucking life she's living it on the sidelines, right? So now this play is an opportunity for her to tell those same stories that have happened, but from her vantage point, right? Right. Okay. You go ahead and start. I'm gonna pull something up because I want to make sure I'm not forgetting any. This is a crazy one.
Yeah. So I was confused through half the show because I was trying to figure out, like, wait, is this now? Was this yesterday? Was this okay? Did we see this in season 1? Is this stuff that I've never seen before? Like, I was really like overthinking it instead of like like really just watching the show. So I had to pause and like watch a little bit, rewind a couple of times, but I finally got it near the end, like what was really happening, because they were just jumping around. So my ADD was just like, what is happening? Like, I need y'all.
Yeah, well, because we're like, right. Well, we're seeing with the play, we're seeing a lot of stuff that we've kind of seen before from the previous season. Just Lexi's standpoint. Like I don't,
Right.
and there's even sometimes where I'm concerned that I don't even know if. Okay, I know this is gonna sound crazy, or I don't know, but like, do you think that what we're seeing is what the actual play is, or is this what everybody in the audience is great? You know what I'm saying? Like making, yeah, I
That's
don't, you know,
that's what I was kind of like getting confused with because I was like, is this just her replaying what happened, like the parts
mm-hmm.
that we didn't see, or is this part of the play? Because it would keep shifting, because then it'll be the real Maddie and Cassie, whatever. But then next thing you know, it'll turn the camera and you see the audience. So it's like, I don't know if they're seeing everything that we're seeing, if they're reenact, because they couldn't have. Because when they showed that ice cream scene, that was
Well, no, they're yeah.
go ahead.
But you're frozen.
I'm frozen.
Are you back?
Am I back?
No, not anymore. Yes.
I was frozen. I don't know what's happening. Am I frozen? Can you
Me?
hear me? I can hear you.
Yes. Can you hear me? Okay,
I
cool.
can.
I think we're okay
Am
now.
am I frozen? I was frozen. Should I back up, back out, and go back in?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I don't know. Can you hear me right now? Okay,
I
then we're okay.
can.
Then I think you're back.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm good. We're good now. I don't know. Go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm here.
Okay. So, all right. I'm just gonna start talking because I don't know
Okay.
what's happening.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
we're getting the thumbs up and everything now. Okay. So we are at
Okay. Go
Lexi's
ahead.
play, and I think it's still just maybe a little um lag in our thing. But Lexi's play, what we were saying is kind of going in and out between reality and what the play actually is. Lexi is not holding back. She is telling this full story of their lives. And the thing I was getting confused with, because I was like, was it something I wasn't that I didn't remember from season one, or was this new information just a flashback of new information that we hadn't seen before? So that's what I was kind of confused about, because some of the stuff I didn't really
Well,
remember.
like for instance, the ice cream situation where Lexi, we did see that scene before, but we saw it from Cassie's point of view. So when you look at how Cassie was in the car, it wasn't such a dark memory for Cassie. Cassie remembered it as like a lighthearted memory, and then we go and see Lexi's in the play, and it wasn't like that at all.
Okay. Okay. I don't remember that.
So a
I
lot.
might have to watch season one again.
There was a lot of stuff in Lexi's play that we had seen before. We're just watching it from a different vantage point. That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay. I
So
don't even know where to
the
start.
play starts at Rue's dad's memorial service, right?
Yeah.
And Lexi's just kind of moving through the room. She's listening to people's like side conversations. Somebody's mama was worried about if
Oh.
Rue's mom could pay for stuff, like whatever. And she's just moving throughout the thing. So she goes into Rue's room, and I believe that this happened in the first season, but I don't remember it the way that Lexi's telling it. But how she went and blew the cocaine off the fucking
She did not do
book, and she did not do all of that. Like
no.
I actually very much remember Lexi being a side of very much a listen, she had $1 million budget. But um Lexi is a side player. Like, I'm sorry. Like, up until like this season, we're really kind of getting more out of her. She's always been on the side. So like, she was supposed to be Rue's best friend, but she never was one of the people to be like, hey, Rue, stop fucking doing drugs. So
Right.
I don't know why she told that fucking fantabulous ass story of her reading poems and shit
Not
to, to,
fantabulous.
to Rue and fucking in her room and blowing her cocaine off the fucking. I don't know why she said that, but it's her place, so she can do
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
she.
No, you're right. You're right.
Oh god. All right. So then, let me see. Oh, um, so there's a lot of like narrating that Lexi is doing, and so to do like the title of the play, which is called Our Life, right? Um, they're all watching. Everybody's watching from the fucking outside, and Rue obviously knows that first part was fucking about her because like ain't nobody else's daddy died. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Maddie looks around and she's like,
Wearing a
"Wait, what
burgundy
the fuck?"
jacket.
Yes, right, wearing a burgundy jacket, and we all know that's Rue's outfit.
Right.
So like, so Maddie's looking around and she's like, "Bitch, wait a second, is this fucking play about us?" Like, as she's looking at all the characters, and they're like, we're looking
Right.
at freshman year Maddie and freshman year Cassie. Like,
Hmm.
it's fucking uncanny. Like, I don't even. Where the fuck did she get these people from? When did she have time
Right.
to do this casting call? Like,
That's what I said. The casting, the production, like the writing, like what, who, they, what's
this is
going
a
on?
$1 million production. Like, like was she even going to class during this time? Listen, she really did. And you know what's so funny is that that's kind of how we.
Hey,
Hi.
Lex.
That's how. That's how. Oh my god, my favorite too. My favorite too. Absolutely, 100%. Like, she was so tickled and like happy
No,
that
that's
nigga was
me.
playing
That's
her.
me up there. That's me up there. That's what you gotta say.
That's supposed to be me. That's supposed to be me. She was hella, she was hella like knee slapping, enjoying herself.
Oh.
And so she really was enjoying herself. That shit was very funny to me.
Mhm.
So let me see. While the play is going, do we want to talk about what's happening with Fez? Oh, we
Y
forgot something from season. We forgot something from last episode, the Fez part.
oh, we did. We did forget that.
Okay, real quick, so y'all understand what the fuck is happening. The weirdo nigga that got fish lips, that be kicking it with fish lips and shit. She he is working with the cops or whatever,
Not
and he
fish
is about
lips.
to. Well, okay, so he was
I mean,
about to.
her lips are mighty plump. I will say that. Like, I don't know if that's a
Okay,
Kylie kit or what. What is she using? Because
okay, when the fish lip Bratz doll fucking she went to go take out the trash, and a weirdo dude was in the alley and he was like, I'm working with the cops, I'm about to snitch on them, and I want to make sure you shut the fuck up or get out the way or some shit. So she take her scary ass in the house and don't say nothing. So that's
Mhm.
important. Yes, Faye is really pissing me off. And so that's important because of what happens in this episode. Okay.
She's
Oh
so
my
funny.
god, she really might. Like when you put your whole mouth in the
Well, you used
inside
to
the
do that when you were
glass.
a kid. Oh, why were we like that? Just doing dumb stuff.
Oh man, remember when they used to have that lip plumping shit? They used to have cayenne pepper in it. Like
Oh
it
yeah.
used to be like a lip gloss, and the bitches used to have it at school. Like, why you?
Hmm.
I'm not burning my lips for this. So okay, so that's important, right? So while the play is happening, I'll just throw this out there and we'll kind of go back, I'm sure. But Fez is ready to go because him and Lexi have been kicking it. He got her flowers. Faye
Got
is
a little
freshening out his
suit.
shirt. Like he's going to see his boo, right? Okay, cool.
Hmm.
So, how long is this play? Let's talk about that. Like, is it 10 hours long?
Girl, it felt like it. Like how many scenes were in it? Because I mean, just the set changes alone should have took about 20 minutes to like roll in and out and set up. It was a long play, like a
Right.
lifetime.
So we get like a little like montage of Lexi and Cassie's family when the dad we talked about the car ride. And like I said, in season 1, you see Cassie's version of the car ride, and it's like, ooh, fun dad. But then when we go see Lexi's version of the car, she's literally freaking out. This part really hit home to me. And that shit very much made me feel away just because of the situation with my ex-husband. So like just the idea that people like really be drinking and like be super duper careless with like their children when they, you know what I'm saying? Like when they're away from the other parent and stuff like that. That shit very much, very, very, very much triggered me. And Lexi, like I saw my daughter, you know what I'm saying? And Lexi, like the freaking out, the being unsure of what's going to happen because you know that person's not in the right state. You know what I'm saying? So Cassie's in the front, you know, living her Cassie ass life, and Lexi's in the back, literally just frozen in fear, holding her ice cream cone until basically she's holding it too tight and it fucking falls over. That's how much anxiety she has in her chest. That's just the feeling because she knows that her father shouldn't be driving them. And this also goes to show you how the kind of person that Cassie is, because we never see the reason why they or like what happened before they got in the car, right? So you hear Cassie or Lexi being like, "Let's just call mom. He
right.
shouldn't
She
be
didn't even want to
driving
go with
us."
him. Yeah.
And Cassie's like, but basically like, but what happens if he get like, I don't want him to be upset with us. Like, I don't want him to be sad, or I don't like. Again, just showing how she really go out of her way to be pleasing niggas, and like, I don't, not putting my life on the line for it. Like,
I mean, it could be stemming from that. That's
very clear. She just want people to be
well,
happy.
she did say that in the play. She kept reiterating how Cassie said she really didn't care about anything other than being loved, no matter what that looked like.
Yep. And it's true. Okay, so then we get the flashbacks of Cassie and Lexi, and their dad isn't drinking, or everybody's drinking. I don't know. So everybody's in the fucking they're kicking it in the living room and dancing and all that shit like that. Then we're getting what's that boy's name? Ethan. Yeah, Ethan is, listen, when I tell you who should get the Ethan is the star. Like Lexi is the star, but Ethan is a star. Ethan plays so many people. He played Nate. He played Lexi's mom. Like he played like.
Did he play the dad?
The dad? Did he play the dad too? I think he might have played the dad too.
Yeah.
Listen, Ethan was on that stage.
No, he couldn't have, because if they were dancing around, he was the mom. So I don't know. Maybe he wasn't.
Oh no! Remember when it turned around in the play part? You see, it's Lexi and him.
Oh, yeah. So
that's a perfect example of them showing the memory and then turning it into what Lexi made it in the play.
You're right.
So he was fucking taking names on that stage, nigga. Like he was everybody, and it was great. Let me see. What else are we?
Oh, and when they showed that part, though, both the mom and Cassie got really emotional.
Cassie were crying.
So it was touching some heartstrings.
Yeah, because we know how hardcore the mom be talking, but like she clearly misses that family too. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like everything was different. Like I get it.
Right.
What else? It's really hard for this one because I don't know if we should just jump into continuing with the play or what's happening.
Well, I would say, I mean, yeah, it was jumping back and forth. So throughout this play, Lexi's still looking for Fez. So what we're seeing of Fez is earlier in the day before the play starts, of him getting ready and all this other stuff. That dude comes over. So now
with the fucking Metallica football jersey. Can you please explain where the fuck do you even buy that? And obviously you can't trust the person who owns that. Like, what is happening? Like, get out of my house. Like,
so was his phone a bug, or was it just he was going to call them or something? Because it was something really weird going on when he sat down and Ash saw the phone.
I don't know. I couldn't tell. When he first walked in, I thought that he was going to have it on him. But I wasn't sure. But we basically know he was there to get some kind of information.
Because he kept asking Fez, where is he going? Fez was like, mind your business.
Mind your business.
I'm going to do what I need to do.
I'm going. Worry about yourself. Like,
right.
So yeah. So and this whole time, Lexi is just being super duper weird. Ashtray's fucking Spidey
You
senses
mean
go
Faye?
up.
Faye is.
Oh yeah, sorry. Faye, yeah, Faye is fucking just being super weird. Oh boy, touching her on the back of the leg and whispering to her and shit. Like, why you whispering in my house? So Ashtray is already on alert. He got his
Mm-hmm.
fucking knife or whatever. Like, look, my nigga, like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm on your ass. Like,
Right.
so Fez is still trying to get ready. Okay. What's the next part in the play?
Um,
Uh
Cassie and Maddie
oh,
friendship. What?
okay, go ahead.
So it just kind of shows how Cassie and Maddie meet each other, like how their friendship started. How Maddie was also having, like, you can see like the main, I wouldn't say main point, but a
Mm-hmm.
connecting point with all of them are just having issues with their dad, it seems like, because
Yep.
Ruth's dad has passed. Cassie and Lexi's dad has left them. It didn't really say too
Mm-hmm.
much about Maddie's dad, but it was like her parents were always fighting, so she was pretty much staying with Cassie and Lexi, which is
Right.
how they became so close.
Right.
So it shows how they were on a cheerleading team together. That girl, the breakdown, that dance breakdown when they had those cheerleaders out there, choreo. Who did that? I need to know who did this. Lexi didn't do it. Like I need. Did Bobby?
But
Did
didn't
Bobby
she?
choreograph that? Like who did that?
I don't know. Lexi was in the backlight.
Oh, she was moving. She was like that. The proud mom when her daughter's on the dance
Yes.
floor.
Yes. So that's how
Maybe
Lexi
she
was acting.
did.
So
Maybe
she
she
might have
did.
made it up.
But
She
they
might
did a
have made
nice
that
little
shit up.
dance break. And then it
Mm-hmm.
shows one night where Maddie spends the night over there. Cassie asked her if she wants to get in bed with her in that double extra small couch bed, whatever that was that she was in.
A half a twin and shit. Like,
Half a twin. And then Maddie's crying just because of everything that's going on. And then you can kind of see now it's affecting Maddie and Cassie. You both see them kind of tearing up. Cassie gets up and walks out. Um, so she goes to the bathroom, being like, this is where when
she's
Cassie
so
said she
fucking
was crazy,
crazy.
she's crazy. Like
She really meant it. She's
she
literally
meant it
watching herself cry in the mirror, and
and
then like
smiling.
trying to like smile it out, like trying to smile her tears away. Like, very
Oof.
strange. I did not need to see that. She gives me creepy ass vibes. Like, Sydney, girl, as a person, you are beautiful. You are a bad bitch, but you scare the fuck out of me as
Mm,
Cassie.
right,
Like, truly. Like, I'm scared of what's gonna happen next episode.
right. What else happens? They show some more about her and Rue's friendship, sitting on
Right.
top of Fez's store.
Store.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much she was saying how Rue kind of taught her to not worry about what other people think of her, because her whole thing was that Cassie was so beautiful and busty and all the guys
Mm-hmm.
wanted her, and she thought that once she got to be Cassie's age, because they're 432 days apart,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
she would get like that, and obviously it didn't happen for her. But Rue was like, who cares, like just be you, and if people don't like you, so what? Like I
Yeah.
like being who I am, and nobody double extra small, nobody I'm not here to please anybody. So I thought that was cute to it's something that Rue was seeing, like, oh, she really did, care or listen or whatever like that. Like I really did have a
Right.
friend before all the drugs started really taking place.
And I think that Rue needed to see that, especially now, because we see her and we've been seeing her, y'all. Her hair been greasy. She been looking real down bad. Like, so now she got a little messy ponytail, but at least we know her hair is washed.
That
Her
she's
face feels
washed.
clean. That she's
Right.
washed. Like,
Right.
exactly. And so she is just, I think she needed that in that moment. Like, while she's struggling with this, while it's clear that she can't go to rehab, like, and she's got to fucking piss or
Tough
get
it
off the
out.
pot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, and I think that she needed that to just remind her of the friends that she had, and also the friends that she's alienated away from her because of it.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, really, aren't we here for the Nate scene? Like the Nate part
Girl,
of the
that's
play?
what we
Like,
came for. I have questions, but go ahead. Go ahead.
so,
You know,
okay. Cassie comes back, y'all. She's sitting next
girl,
to Nate.
Cassie do not. I mean, Lexi
Um,
do not care. It is apparent. I wish I
Hold
could
on,
find
hold
it.
on.
Should I find a clip of that?
Can we? Is
I'm
it a
I'm
thing? Like,
I'm gonna see. I'm
I,
I'm sure it is. Hold on. You go ahead and talk.
guys. Okay, so I feel like we're seeing little parts of this play throughout the episode, but the part that we see from finish to end, or from finish to end, from start to finish, is the fucking portion of the show where it is like strongly choreographed. And fake Nate is singing the words to "Holding On to a Hero." Okay,
Oh my god.
he is in a locker room full of his football buddies, and I mean, everybody, listen, everybody is slapping asses, air humping. Like, it's basically like it's a room full of gay dudes, and they're dancing, and like the choreo is amazing. Let's talk about that. They are like, it is just so much happening, and like everybody's enjoying the fuck out of this because it was great. It was
Girl,
fucking
the
great.
crowd
Everybody,
is waving their hands and screaming out loud.
we are enjoying it. Okay. The choreography is amazing. The boys are giving what they need, that they came to give, and Nate is pissed off. It might be because of the fact that he does like have some of those tendencies, but he doesn't want to tell anybody, which is his
So,
own problem. Like, because
question.
why you just don't want to tell people? Like,
So, is this is this Lexi insinuating that she
yes,
thinks this is what's going on, or did Lexi see something?
yes,
Because she's always in the background. Does she see something going on with
that's
his?
interesting. I
Did
just assume that she's just making this. She's just coming to this large but not wrong assumption. Like,
did or did Maddie tell her? Because they're
oh,
kind of
Maddie
close
tell
too.
her about the tape.
Well, no, because he had all. Remember, he had all those guys
Oh,
jump on
the
his phone.
yes. I forgot about that. These are all great possibilities. I like to think that this came directly from the brain of director Lexi,
Okay.
just off of a whim. Like, that's what I like. like. But no, you're absolutely right. I forgot all about that. Totally forgot about the pictures on his phone. But like, okay, this is the part where I realized Cassie really don't have no sense. Like, not only is she fucking a psychopath, but she don't have no sense. Guys, this entire fucking play is about them, okay? She even felt emotional in a way when they were showing the part of her and fucking Maddie's friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Why did it not hit her really what was
Oh,
happening in
sorry.
that play?
I was
What
bringing it
happened?
up. I don't know if
Oh,
you heard
no,
that.
go
I was
ahead.
bringing it.
Oh, I couldn't hear it.
Oh, I heard it, but okay. Should I play a little bit
But
of it?
yes, just 1 second. But
Okay.
like, this is the part. So she's gonna show you the clip or some of it. But this is the part where I just know Cassie don't have no fucking sense, because I really don't think it hit her that this play was really about all of them until she sat down and she's trying to reach out for Nate's hand, and Nate is basically like
Like,
almost peeling his skin out of his fucking palm of his hand
right.
because he's so upset and so embarrassed. Like, cause like, I'm sorry, nobody gets that mad about some shit that ain't partially true. Like,
Right. So that's why I'm like, did she really know something that she saw? Because he was really upset. Like, I'm sure he didn't
he was
really
very
go
upset.
into busting into song and dance, dance behind a bunch
Right,
of guys,
right,
but
right.
the way that it was insinuating, like he was really upset.
It was like, it was
He
theatric
ran out of
jizz. It was a
there.
lot of shit happening.
Girl, water bottles squirting and jizz coming out. It was
Confetti, like, it
a
was amazing.
a full penis made out of
Oh, a weight bag.
a weight bag and two medicine
Yeah.
balls.
Yes.
Girl.
I. Yes. Yes. Okay, you can
Um,
show it if you want to show it.
all right, let me see if I can do it, if it'll play.
This was
You
definitely one of the best parts of the episode.
all right.
Olha, pode passar pouco de óleo
Yes.
nas costas, não alcança porque os meus músculos
Oh,
peitorais
wait a
estão
minute.
enormes. Tudo por
That ain't the one we want.
Nigga, is that another language?
It is. Hold on.
I was like, I don't know what they're saying.
Hold on, because that was not.
I love it. The Germans already fucking dubbed the episode.
Is any of these? Hold on. Okay, here we go. This one seems to be in English. I'm sorry. Is this the one I'm on? Yeah. Now I gotta share screen, share audio. I'm just gonna show a little bit because it's too long. It's a full 4 minutes. A full 4 minutes of this dance break.
Of perfection.
Get out of here. Run along, babe. Man. Woo! All right. Come on, Tiger. Come on, let's pump some iron, boys. Hey, Paulie, could you rub a smidgen of oil on my back? I can't reach my pecs. You're getting too freaking big.
Anything for you.
Too freaking big.
Girl, look at this. The crowd goes wild.
Cause how can't you? Like, look at the stage. Look at the stage. Like it's so. look at room. Look at.
Where are the good men gone? Where are all the gone? Sweet white turkey.
Like not an arm dick. Look at his face. He's so mad.
A dream of what I need. I need a hero. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast. Got to be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. Running after a hero till the morning light. He's gotta be strong. He's gotta be strong. Got to be larger than life.
Okay.
Look at her mama.
Girl, look at
Look. Nigga, I cannot. Bitch, I cannot.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Y'all have to go watch the rest for yourself.
You saw enough of people's reaction in the crowd to get the idea.
Not Lexi in the background. Do.
With the fucking jizz, the fucking jizz signal.
Oh my god. But you're right. Maybe Cassie is so oblivious. She doesn't know this stuff about Nate.
She
doesn't know any of this stuff.
She doesn't.
So she's like, oh, what? Why would he be mad at this? Like, I don't understand.
Right.
So what happens next?
His name ain't Nate. His name isn't Nate in the thing. So
it's Jake.
Okay. So
it's Jake close to Nate.
Jake.
Like, come on.
It is pretty close. So by the end of the song, so good. So by the end of the song, Nate is like irritated as fuck and he leaves. He
stomps out.
He really does. Okay, so does Cassie follow him immediately?
Yeah.
Cassie follows him, and so I don't remember what he said besides the fact that he was like, bitch, get your shit out of my house. Or no, because she said that she didn't know that it was gonna happen. And then he was like, but bitch, that's your sister.
That's your sister,
like, of course
right.
you know. And then she's like, I don't. He was like, bitch, I'm tired of your shit. Get your shit and get to stepping. Like, and it's like, oh, Cassie, girl, we knew this was gonna happen.
Girl. And when Cassie turned around, she started clickety clacking down that hallway.
You can hear her breathing very hard.
Her eyes are bugged
And
out. She got
yeah.
that crazy look. She goes to the window like a horror film. Her breath is fogging up the window. She is crazy. She's looking through as the play is going on. She's just looking through the window. So we'll pause there. Now,
Yes.
where do we go? Back to Fez. Okay, so where we left off is the crazy guy or whatever with the Metallica shirt is doing something shifty. So Ash sits in this little place. The way their house is kind of weird, but he can see through the living room from his room through a window at the bottom of the kitchen. It's very weird. Don't ask me why I set up like that. That's just how it is. But he sees the guy being weird or whatever. Yeah, you're right. Cassie equals Carrie. And yes, she turned into a psycho. And so he goes out, like Khris said, grabs his knife. Fez is like, I'm trying to get ready. He has his flowers. He has a little note for Lexi that he's gonna give her. And the girl's being all weird. And then that's it, right? Like he's getting
That's
ready to
really all
leave.
that we see.
And
We
it
just
cuts
see that
off.
we see that he's getting ready to leave, and then we kind of go back to the play, and it looks as if he hasn't made it yet still.
Right. Well, she did tell her, remember, at sometime in the middle of the play, Bobby tells her that he never went and got his ticket. He never picked it up.
Yes.
That she left for him. So we know he didn't make it.
But we also know that he did communicate to Lexi that he was on his way. So I think that she knows something happened.
Right.
Like he didn't just stand her up.
And then it says to be continued. Oh no!
As Cassie's breathing on the window.
One other part I wanted to touch on because this was pretty powerful. Like you were talking, because we do get to see Leslie talking to Rue. Rue is now in bed with Leslie. Leslie's eating ice cream. Rue's kind of laying on her, and she pretty much tells her, like Khris was saying, like she's tired. She tells her, "Look, I'm tired. If you wanna." You can do all the drugs you want. I don't care. And then Rue was like, what? What do you mean? She was like, you can do whatever you want. She was like, anything? She was like, yeah. If you want to be a crackhead, you want to kill yourself, that's on you.
Kill yourself.
I can't do much. She was like, I need to start focusing on Gia. And then Rue was like, well, Gia's fine. What do you mean? She was like, nope, she's been putting in detention. She's been failing her tests. And then she says this, and I wrote it down because I was like, oh, she's not playing. She said, if I can find it now, I can pretty much say what it is. She said, if I have to make a choice between losing one daughter or two, I'm going to fight to save her. Pretty much like, I'm done helping you. I mean,
what
I'm not
else
going to lose
is there?
both my daughters.
What else can I do? What else can I do? Right. I can't force you to stay in the house. I can't, because I've tried that. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I also can't be out in the streets all night looking for you because I've done that. Like, I can't admit you into a hospital because they're not gonna. We've done that. Like, I don't have anything else. Like, and it's either I die trying to stop you from killing yourself, or I spend as much time as I can trying to make sure that my other daughter isn't experiencing those same things. Like,
right.
Rue's basically literally giving Leslie no other option. And I'm not mad about it. Like,
yeah. And Rue understands. She was like, nope, you're right. Like, because she told her, she said, you're selfish. Like, you only think about you. You never think about anybody else. And she was like, what do you mean? She was like, look, all this stuff is happening. And your little sister is we're not even paying attention to her. So no, I'm going to start putting my focus on her because she needs it. That's who I want to save now. I'm tired of
trying to save you. I mean, to what avail? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So here's a question, because now Leslie kind of puts a fork in the road for Rue that I don't think that she was super blatant, like blatant before, right? Is now that, are you going to do right because you know your mother's not going to be there to stop you or save you anymore? Or are you going to use that and be like, well, okay then.
Well, being that it's a to be continued, we don't know what's going to happen. And next week is the season finale, which I was like, I thought it was 10 episodes, but also I've been through so much through this season. I don't think we needed
This is
10
enough.
episodes. Like,
We need.
there's nothing
I'm ready
else.
for my break.
I mean, that lady's still out there. Lori.
I was literally gonna ask you, like, what are we gonna do about this suitcase of drugs that we never got back?
I mean, I feel like this is bad for Rue because now her mom doesn't care. I mean, she cares, but I'm saying she's not willing to
she's
like
not about to
jump
go out of her way.
Yeah. What is she gonna do when she's crying saying I'm at this lady's house and she wants her drugs and blah blah blah? I don't think she's gonna believe her. I think she's probably gonna think she's on drugs again.
I
don't know. So we see the preview. We see, so what do we see? We see Fez on the ground. We're seeing somebody busting in somewhere. I don't know if it's Lori's people busting into Rue's house or the cops busting into Fez's house. We don't know what's happening with Ash. Cassie is running full-fledged towards the stage, and Maddie's either jumping in to stop her or jumping in to fight her. I don't know what's going on.
I feel very confident that Maddie's gonna hold Lexi down. Just because of being on the side of right. Like, I think that's all that Maddie really be caring about. Like,
but she's only mad because Nate is mad. You're not mad about anything other than you made my best friend's boyfriend that I'm dating now upset, and he doesn't want me staying at his house anymore. So now I'm gonna ruin.
I don't want him to be upset. I don't like when he's upset. Like, basically, like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, she think like another person that thinks so little of themselves that she can't even stand up for herself. Like, be mad about how your sister's portraying you. If you know what I'm saying?
If you're mad, like, be mad at anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's just this is just another person that's just like too afraid to stand up for themselves, but will fucking fall for a nigga like Nate. Like, what are we doing here? We forgot to say that there was a point where there's like a Cassie and Nate scene, Cassie and Nate.
I was gonna say that.
Cassie's Cassie's like saying shit like, basically like, I'll be I'm a slave for you, no Brittany. Like, basically like, I'll wear what you want me to wear, I'll eat whatever you want me to eat, I'll do whatever you want to do. Basically like, I just want you to love me.
There was another scene that we skipped over because it probably was too traumatic for us to be discussing. But Nate was asleep. This is before at some point a flashback of him and Cassie in bed. He's asleep. He's dreaming of dancing with Maddie, and then he turns and he's dancing with Cassie.
Jewel. Cassie, and then
it turns into Jewel.
Yeah.
And then and then somehow, right, that's his boo, as you say. And somehow he's laying on his stomach. Next thing you know, his dad is, it looks like his dad is about to
penetrate him
pretty much. And then he wakes up. It's a nightmare. So that's where I'm like, okay, so his dad was messing with him this whole time. Not this whole time, but like when he was young. That's pretty much what it is. Right. Oof. What a graphic scene. Because that's your kid, man. Like, Cal needs to die. Like, I understand, like, Nate, I don't like him, but he's messed up.
I mean, but now we're kind of seeing like why he's unlikable, and not that those things made him unlikable, but those things changed him into an unlikable person. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man, but Lexi put her foot in this play, and I'm very anxious to see the rest of it. Very anxious to see if Cassie is gonna let niggas finish it.
Like, how do you top that football finale? Like, what other part of the play is that was?
I mean, what else is there besides putting on display that this nigga Nate like dudes too? Like, it's great. God. It's great, and it's the fact that he's so mad about it. Like, that also does not look good, bro. Like, he need to talk to somebody.
They do. They need therapy. Where's the therapist at? Where's the school counselor?
Where's the school counselor?
we need to have a full on meeting with all these kids, because
I also definitely need black teacher from Euphoria to hurry up and give me these episodes. Like I
Right?
need her. I need her talking about the play at the water cooler.
There are some
Like,
questions that need answers, and I need her to go ahead and ask those
I need
questions
her to. I need her
because
to ask them.
oh, that's gonna be so good. That's gonna
It's
be
gonna
so
be
good.
so
I can't
good.
wait.
I literally thought about her once the episode was over. Like, bitch, how long is it gonna take you to make this? Because
Right.
I'm ready.
Oh man. So I don't know. Next week I mean, I think we should just come back next week after the finale. There's no need to wait 2 weeks for that. Just
Sounds
go
good.
ahead and do that. But it's been a wild ride. Uh I I don't even have words after
What's gonna happen next season? Like, what's gonna happen next week, bitch? Like, I don't. Oh my god. It's
like
just so
this
much
show
happening.
is this show is crazy. Now not Lex, Cassie, not Cassie. Jules and Rue kept kind of making eyes or trying not to act like they were looking at each other. So I don't know if that means maybe they might
I
try to
don't
give
want
love
that. I
another
don't want that. I don't
chance.
want it. I don't want that. Let
Oh,
it go.
I didn't want it in the first place. So I
Let
don't.
it go. She
But you
finally
don't think
told
they
her
should
what
be
she needed to say to
friends?
her. For what? I think that.
Well, yeah. Wait a minute, because she's been cheating on her this whole time, sleeping with her friend.
That's what I'm saying. So for what?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Jewel
I
can
don't
go
want them to
away.
be friends.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't want that. But did we miss anything? I don't think we missed
No,
anything
that
else.
was
That's
it.
basically it. And I know we be like cramming this into these like little like short things, but like it'd be a lot. Like
It's too much. If we went like scene by scene, we would be here for hours because there's no way to like get through that. Also, my brain can't process all the stuff that I be
I
seeing on this
literally be
show.
sitting at the foot of my bed, like I can't even get comfortable watching this show. Like
If
but
they don't win,
I was hooting and hollering like Lexi's mama though. Like I really was in that with the play. I was very hooting and hollering. Like she was in the audience acting the whole ass, and I was out here. I was over here with her. Like
girl, we said we
that's
wanted to
you,
go to this
girl.
play, and we looked like we got a
We
front
there.
seat. We were
We
there. We
there.
saw it.
Brava, Lexi. Brava.
It was worth every penny. Whatever she charged for the people to get in there, because at first they weren't feeling it. They're like, "What is this?" You got one clap in the beginning, and by that football scene, they were
Niggas
raising
was
the
on their
roof,
feet.
right? Throwing roses and stuff.
Listen, if they would have had roses at the door, they would have definitely threw them all after that. Like that scene is so it's silly as fuck, y'all, but like visually like it's great to look at.
Right. 4 minutes, y'all. At least just go
4
to
minutes.
YouTube and watch that part.
And if
That
you
was
watch
funny.
nothing else, watch that part. That was
Right.
the best part. And Lexi was so proud of it. Like it all went together the way she wanted.
Girl, did you
Like,
see
that
her
was-
in the backstage? Get it together.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Like messing
Yes.
around. Her
Yes.
and Ethan. Are you ready? Are you
Yes.
ready for the scene? Like
Right.
they seem like they would be dope together.
I think, yeah, right.
But of
Oh,
course,
man.
Kat was dating him, so she's probably not gonna do that. But
Probably
that was
not,
dope.
because we
Kat-
all know learned our lesson.
Now I wonder if Kat's gonna be like, "Oh, Ethan," because people are gonna be like bigging him up after this play. I bet you.
No.
Watch.
No, Kat.
Watch.
Go ahead with your terminal illness, bitch. Go ahead.
Right. She deserves to get a
And I
tongue
love
lashing
Kat. Like I love Kat, but like this not it, sis. Like there was way different ways that you could have let this boy down, and it's not gaslighting him. Like that was very ridiculous.
Right.
So very ridiculous.
I mean, apparently, looking at the interwebs, I heard that Barbie, because that's her real name, doesn't like the direction that her character is going into. So it's like some friction on behind the scenes with her and the writers.
I wonder why
about this. Something about what I read is that they was trying to give her an eating disorder too, and she was like, "No, we're not doing that." Like,
oh yeah.
I don't want to go down that road.
Yeah, we're cool. No, thank you.
I don't really know what's going to happen going into next season if they're beefing or whatever, but I don't know. I like her. I just want her. I want them to let her do better than what she's doing. But everybody's trash on the show, so I mean,
Kat was her best self when she was on being a cam girl. Like that's the shit she liked to do. That's the kind of show her getting back into after she's broken up with Ethan. Listen,
That's
You are
true.
bringing up good points.
You're
You're bringing
right.
up good points. You're bringing up great points. That still don't take away from the fact that she gaslit this nigga
Right.
at that diner though.
Right.
But you have valid points because he was definitely kissing on her.
Well,
And
maybe he was
practicing.
going to tell her before she said she had a terminal illness that she couldn't tell him about, and talking to Maddie on the phone while they're supposed to be having a date. And she's like, "This isn't a date. What do you mean? What are you doing?
Right.
Why are you getting mad at me? Are you trying to break up with me?" Like, he probably was like, "You know what? I was going to tell you. You need to watch out for this play, but nah, I'll let you see it on your own because
It's
you're in for
possible.
it."
And I wouldn't be mad about it.
Right.
But
So
I think that's it.
I guess that's it, guys. Buckle
think
up.
so.
If you watch Euphoria, buckle up for this season finale, because I don't know. I don't know what's gonna
Is it
happen.
gonna be 3 hours long? Like I low key need it to be a whole movie length.
Right.
Like,
I need it to be more than the 45 minutes it is, or whatever it is. I need it to be an hour and a
right.
half at least. And I'm gonna need another dance video, or video like they ended season 1. I need another video for the end of season 2. So I can
Yes.
download that song as well. But I don't know. Like, I just don't want to be
Lexi.
sad at the end of it. Please don't let it be sad.
Oh girl, you know they gonna make you sad a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Lexi, just rewrite this for Broadway, girl. It's gonna.
Well,
But we need it though, Jeremy.
Right.
Like we need it.
Because this is it. It's not going to be back for another year. Like, I need something.
Right. Exactly.
All right. Well,
all right.
That was that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for the participation. We will see y'all next week after the season finale. Oh, I didn't even put the little.
The ticker at the bottom?
I didn't even put the little ticker. Look. Follow me, Jay's Quick 3 Pod on Twitter. I'm on IG, Jay's Quick 3. Khris is there, SW Friends Pod on Twitter, and Shenanigans_podcast on IG. Look at that. I could be a news reporter.
Look at you. You hit that shit. Yes.
Yes, I did.
And it went away right on time.
But yeah, follow us if you like. If you like our commentary, check us out next week. Also, we just had a podcast happy hour. It was us two and our other sisters, Autumn and Tamra, who she's in the comments. Tamra and Audrey, who was in the comments for the podcast happy hour, but we just had one recently. You can go to Lit Life Podcast or Autumn the Aries YouTube to find that. And that is it. So that's it. Peace out.
Okay. Bye.